It's taken mankind more than 400 years to go from the invention of the microscope to the creation of Middle Earth. Along the way, Washington State has been the leader in life science innovation, from the discovery of ultrasound imaging, cardiac defibrillators, bone marrow transplantation, global health initiatives, and life-saving biologics. Dr. Leroy Hood recently stated that in the next decade, we will learn more about life sciences than we have in the past 2,000 years, primarily because of information technology and our ability to analyze and sequence genomic data. Our vision for the next decade is for Washington State to become the global leader in life science innovation and healthcare delivery. We have all the elements that we need to achieve our goal. Now let's go on a journey to the year 2023 and hear how Middle Earth has helped us become the global leader in life science innovation and healthcare delivery.
From my perspective, the most significant thing wasn't individual technological increments, although there are lots of those. It was the coming together of the whole community around this agenda of transforming healthcare in a new way. And it suddenly became possible and doable. Because you've got to remember, we were starting with the notion that healthcare was incredibly expensive and there wasn't anything we could do about it, and it was a huge burden, and demographics were against us. And now you look back and you say, how could we ever have been so pessimistic? Look what's happened. This virtuous cycle has emerged whereby Washington State began to innovate in healthcare, and other innovators wanted to join in, and they came here. We got this array of big companies we never had before. We have these partnerships we never had before. It's been astounding.
The thing that got us to our success was first to realize there's no community like the community we have in the state of Washington. The human capital and the strengths of organizations are really unmatched. The second thing is we then embraced the paradigm. The paradigm was technology has to change. It can't drive costs up in healthcare. It has to improve access, lower costs, help more people. How did we do that? We embraced the paradigm of if it doesn't help with the shortest path to the best care at the lowest cost, it was out. And then the final thing is we created a paradigm called Middle Earth. Middle Earth is a place where you can actually bring together the strengths in our community, industry, academia, payers, providers, and work together, overcoming barriers to be able to do rapid prototyping, to invent things that actually make a difference in the lives of the people that struggle the greatest.
Years ago, again, we were just coming out of the big recession back then, and even for an exciting technology like we were working on at Mirabilis, it was really a struggle to get funding together. I had to go to China to get the deal done and keep the company funded at that time. Now that we've really shown some successes and really built up the community more, it's much easier to attract significant capital into the community and really build these new ventures that you see developing today.
We have been able to partner with small medical device companies. We've partnered with Novo Nordisk, the Danish pharmaceutical company. We partnered with the University of Washington. We partnered with the Swedish medical group and with patient advocacy groups such as the American Diabetes Association and JDRF.
Our recipe for success has been based on three simple ingredients: talent, technology, and high-quality partners. Seattle has a tremendous pool of highly skilled and world-class talent that comes from its research institutions, business organizations, and academic organizations. We've been fortunate enough to recruit and attract some of that talent that has been deliberately working towards these successes. That talent has constantly brought fresh ideas and new perspectives which have tremendously helped in our research endeavors.
Seattle's a great place for innovation. The scientists in the Seattle area are very creative. They think big, they have vision, they look forward, and they really care about making a difference in the life of patients. And most importantly, that cancer chemotherapy with targeted cell-killing agents that kill cancer cells but also kill normal cells are now gone. They're gone from frontline therapy. Targeted therapy is now routine frontline therapy, and patients are living longer with better quality of life and with a high percentage of cures.
We've been able to follow transitions from wellness to disease for every single major disease: cancer, cardiovascular disease, immunologic disease, neurodegenerative disease. So for the first time, we have detailed metrics that can say precisely when the disease starts, and that's the key to being able to deal with it more effectively. But they give us fundamental new insights into mechanisms and new strategies for therapy. I think it's a powerful vision that will be transformational.
One of the key inflection points for our campus was when the new biomedical and pharmaceutical sciences building opened 10 years ago. That $80 million structure housed both the College of Pharmacy and the medical education program. Since it had the capacity for a class of 80 medical students, we were able to steadily increase to today, where we have 160 medical students on our campus.
Number one is that people are willing to get together around the table, set aside their own agendas, and help each other succeed. And that doesn't happen anywhere else the way it does here in Washington State. It's remarkable. The other thing is that we have this concentration of expertise that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. So you combine that with that willingness to collaborate and work together to come to solutions. That's what sets us apart from any place else.
WBBA was critical. When I was on the East Coast looking west and I decided to come here, it was the realization that there was no place with the strengths that were here. The challenge is, when I arrived here, I said, how do you connect them? How do you make them visible? How do you create a place where people want to work together, where they identify what are the skills they have, what are the resources, the aptitudes, and the goals.
WBBA helped catalyze partnerships. They brought non-traditional partners to the table. They brought corporations, pharmaceutical companies, diagnostic companies that are for-profits, and helped us combine them with the nonprofits to achieve this amazing success.
They have assumed this leadership role, this convening role, this strategic discussion role. They're the catalyst that has helped us as a community make these really big changes.
Achieving our success has required not only great researchers, but the funding to do that. And I look back and saying the sentinel moment has been when the state of Washington has decided that it wants to invest in an intellectually based economy. It through various incentives from an increased commercialization point of view, as well as the ability to support on a statewide level life sciences and biomedical research that has really been the key catalyst to allow us to achieve our dreams.
The journey begins today. Join us on our quest to build Middle Earth here and realize the vision for Washington State to become the global leader in life science innovation and healthcare delivery.